Hello, online crew. How are we? What I'm going to talk about today relates to the Facebook blackout that we had last week. Were you affected by that, or you didn't know it sort of came and went and didn't affect you at all? If you're not sure what I'm talking about, last week we had a day on Facebook where there was what they're calling a Facebook blackout. So there was all sorts of things that didn't go right on Facebook, and that also related to Instagram and WhatsApp. So there was a lot of people that were, hello Rose, how are you? That means I've got comments today. That's a good thing. Hello Sandrine, how are you? So a lot of people were affected, including myself. Hello Andrew. Hello, Claudia. Good to see you all jumping on. Please say hello from California. Is it sunny in California today, Claudia? So if you were like me, you were affected by this blackout, which meant that I couldn't go live. So I go live 5 times a week at the same time. If you want to get notified when I go live, just click the 3 buttons up above and turn your notifications on for my page here. Messenger was kind of wacky also. Yes, Messenger was not working, as it should be either. Hello, Olive, how are you? Thankfully for replays, now I can catch up. Had visitors for the last couple of days. I hope you've had a nice day with your visitors. Hello, Brady. How are you? It's sunny in Canada. You're not buried in snow anymore, Brady? Let us know. So what happened last week with this blackout is that it was really bizarre because Facebook has glitches all the time. We do have glitches with Facebook. Like here, I often can't see comments. It's just things, happen. But this blackout was for hours. And for people that are reliant on Facebook, particularly to build their business, that can be a real big downfall and a massive disruption to their business. So I said last week I wanted to talk about it a little bit more. So that's just what I want to explore and what went through my mind during the blackout, and some things that I just want to bring to your attention that you might want to think about too for your business. It's melting quickly. Oh, good to see that you're getting some warmth back in your part of the world. Hello, Sean. How are you? Thank you for saying hello to my little mate here, Henry. Henry was sort of Harley's replacement. Harley is my little puppy. How you going, Rob? And I'm not very happy with Harley at the moment. I've just got off almost a 3-hour call. So I got up really early this morning. It's morning in my neck of the woods, and I've only just got off that call. So it's been almost 3 hours that I've been on that call, going to adopt him one day. Awesome. Hey, Heather, how are you? So Paul obviously got the kids up and organised. Hello, Judy and Bob. And they went to school. Now, if I'm in the office on a call or something, the boys will always leave Harley outside, and then we've got a little pen for him out there because we've got 5 acres here. So if we just leave him out and about, he'll just be gone. Or they close the doors to the kitchen and the lounge area, so at least he's contained in one particular area. So I've just got off my call, opened the office door, and there's Harley. And it's like, what are you doing out here, mate? And then it's gone through my mind, oh my gosh, has he had free reign of the house for the last, 2 hours since the kids went to school? Yep. Trail of destruction, guys. I've just had to leave it all out there and come in here to do my live, but he's got into cords from the fish tank that had wires in it, chewed through all of that. He's found some kind of container with some old fish food in it that was red. So he's taken that into the lounge room, opened the lid on the carpet, decided to play with it in the carpet. So now there's this red stain on the carpet in the lounge. So I can't attend to that because after this, we're going on to the boot camp for a networking boot camp. And then I've got more coaching calls. So it is what it is. But thank you, Harley. Well, thanks to the kids, really. Why they didn't lock Harley away while I was locked away in the office. Yes, oh dear. So interesting morning so far. Anywho, we move on. So those of you that have not met me before, my name is Helen Martin and I'm your online crew captain. And we have the most awesome community here of home-based business owners, from, entrepreneurial businesses, their own businesses, to network marketers, direct sellers, MLM. So we are here learning to leverage social media to build our business with modern strategies online. So we don't want to chase anybody to buy our things or join us in our business. We want to use modern social media strategies to attract people to us. So that's what we are here for. So our adopted emoji for this page is the palm tree. So drop the palm tree down below. Hope it cleans up. Well, should I make Harley clean it up, do you think, Rob? I'm not sure how that would go. Yes, very naughty, Harley. If you are a member of my free Facebook community, Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners, put the little fishy emoji down below. And if you're part of my special online crew coaching community, put the cruise ship down below. This is the SS Martin, and we have a goal to all get on the SS Martin next year sometime. And we are going over to the coaching community straight after this live, shortly after, to do day 3 of our networking bootcamp. So if you want to learn how to network on social media through, your fingers, not through paid advertising, then please join us in that networking bootcamp. You can catch the replays for day 1 and day 2. How you get there is I've put my website up above, www.helenmartinonline.com. Just type that into Google and you'll see a graphic there that can give you entry to my private coaching community. And our video challenge. Who are my video challengers? Put an emoji down of the mobile phone if you're part of the video challenge at the moment. Rob, I know someone with a dog like yours, and it's the same. He's pretty good, but I don't think he's ever had free reign of the house for a couple of hours before. Normally the kids are pretty good if I'm busy in the office. Not so today. Oh, well. Hey, Vivi, how are you? Just looked after a 5-month puppy for a friend. Oh my gosh, we had to glue everything to the ceiling. Yeah, it's a bit like that. I mean, at the end of the day, he's still a puppy. But let's move on. Oh, look at all our video challenges. Awesome to see. We're roundabout in the middle. We're not quite in the middle yet, are we, guys? No, we're halfway. Oh, I don't know. We're doing a video challenge. There's so much going on at the moment. But let's talk about, I've got some notes down here, the blackout and what you really need to think about when something like that happens on Facebook. Like, what thoughts, hey Tammy, what thoughts went through your mind? Some of you, it would have been panic. Some of you would have gone, whew, that's awesome. I'll have a break from social media for a little bit, which is not a bad thing, mind you. But some of the things that ran through my mind was, day 11 today. Thank you, Sandrine. So we're not quite halfway through it. But anybody else that wants to join us on the video challenge, it is never too late. Get in the group and just start going live. It's where the future is for your business online, is doing live videos. So join us in that group. So go to my website and get into the video challenge. So things that ran through my mind is, oh my gosh, I can't go live. And I go live no matter sort of what I'm feeling or what's going on. I go live 5 days a week at the same time. And I was like, I can't do my live. And it was like, oh, that's interrupting my business. So, that's something to think about. Now, for me, I have other things set up in my business that if that happens, I can connect with people in different ways. So what I would encourage you to think about is, if you are solely building your business on Facebook, and let's say Facebook disappeared tomorrow, does your business disappear tomorrow? So something really, intriguing and thought-provoking to think about. So there were areas of my business that I went, oh, if that actually went forever, that's all gone. And yeah, that would be terrible if I didn't have that anymore, but I can sort of back it up with that. Now, so what I mean by this, and what happened with me, is that yes, I couldn't go live, but I immediately, when I found out about it and sort of realized, I had messages by the time I woke up left, right and center, what's going on? I can't go live because of the video challenge, etc. So it didn't take me long to work out what was going on. So I very quickly jumped on my email database. and just sent out an email and said, Facebook's down, it's normal, it's just what's happening at the moment. Hey, Billy Joe, how are you? And just got an email out. And normally the emails that I send out, they're mainly informational or copies of my Facebook Lives or, things like that, things that I want to share via email. And you very rarely get a response because you're not asking for a response. And I didn't ask for a response for that email, but I got a lot of responses. Oh, thank you, Helen. I didn't know what was going. That was probably the most responses I've ever had from an email broadcast. What I'm saying to you here, if you are serious about building your business online, like you really, really want to take this seriously, don't 100%, I wouldn't advise you 100% to just rely on something like Facebook. Hey Carol, how are you? So yes, we want to utilize the platform for what it is, the exposure that it gives us and all the wonderful things and abilities that we have through Facebook. But if you are serious about building an online presence, an online brand, you want to have other parts to your funnel. So something like email. So is there something that you can offer for free, a little PDF, document, a one-pager or something, or a subscription, or keep up to date with, my stuff or whatever, subscribe here. That is such a valuable asset to you somewhere along the line in your business when you're ready for it to have, if the main, communication tool for your business is suddenly gone. Now, Facebook's not going anywhere. If there was another major glitch like that, it's just going to be fixed like it was and life will move on. But it is something to think about in backup plans and, other people say, that's it. And I'm not going to just build on Facebook. I've got to go to another platform. I'll go to Instagram. Well, Facebook owns Instagram, so Instagram still had all the same problems. So sometimes just immediately thinking I need to find another platform is a knee-jerk reaction to Facebook's not going anywhere. Is it going to change? Is it going to be updated? All those kind of things, yes. But just please think about this for the future of where you want to be in the online world. And maybe it might be a good idea somewhere along the line, if you're serious about building your business online, to think about how you capture emails. Those of you in my coaching community, I'm going to address this in a boot camp in the future. So I've got you guys covered regarding this, because it does create a whole nother layer of skill level, software, getting to know the software, broadcasting with emails, all of that kind of stuff. So, I'll address this for those of you in my coaching community, but just think about that, guys, for the future. Are you just building on the one platform? Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, and Facebook's not going to go anywhere, and I would highly suggest that you master one platform before you go and play on like 5. Some people are trying to be everywhere at once on all platforms, and they're new, so they don't have any authority yet. So, you're doing Facebook and you're doing Instagram and you're doing LinkedIn and you're playing around on WhatsApp and Snapchat and, like you're everywhere. I wouldn't, unless you've already got big exposure on one platform, I wouldn't necessarily recommend that, because you're spreading yourself too thin when you don't have any authority anywhere. So it is better to get emphasis or have emphasis on one particular platform, build up a profile there, and then play with other platforms. Or maybe you've got 2 that you like and you're building up at the same time. That's cool. But just don't try to be everywhere in all places when you haven't mastered one. It's like a jack of all trades and master of none. It's not what you want to do on social media. Hey Gabor, how are you? Lovely to see you on live. Yes. LinkedIn and phone calls. I sent emails to businesses and text ladies. Yeah, so there were other forms of sort of communication there. I did, and I've shared this story before, there is somebody I know, very high profile, had over 20,000 followers on Facebook on a public page like mine. And there's another one too, Rose. Pinterest is growing, most definitely. And it's not ready for that one yet. It's not available in all countries, Pinterest, so it's not as widely sort of universal. But there's definitely merit in, it's good. It's a fantastic search tool. Those of you in the video challenge would know that. I've directed you towards Pinterest to go and get some information. So as far as getting information, awesome. As far as using it, it is a whole nother platform and a whole new skill. So you need to take that on mind. Don't try to be everywhere at once when you haven't mastered one yet or got a following on one yet. So concentrate on one, maybe 2. But just don't try to be all places at once. So there's this guy that I know who is very high profile in network marketing and online marketing, and he had a following of 20,000 people, and it wasn't a Facebook blackout, it was his page got shut down. So he was being very proactive in sort of promoting business and online things, and there was obviously just one too many ad or enough negative feedback from Facebook that they went, nah, we're shutting your page down. And so what he did, that's huge. If you've got, hey Patricia, if you are, like, you've got 20,000 followers and that's your main form of, growth and social media marketing, and it's suddenly gone, that's huge. So if you've got a following like that, hopefully you've got other funnels in place like email marketing, and he did. So all he did was sent out an email to his, so I was on his page, but I was also on his email list as well. So I got an email and he just said, hey guys, I'm in Facebook jail. They've shut down my page. I can't get it back at the moment. I've appealed it, but they won't get it back to me. So I've started a new page. This is it. Go over there. We'll continue on over there. Now, without the email database, how could he communicate that to people? So just think about that for a minute. Got an email database. And so he just emailed all the people. I was on both. Some people might not be on both, but just emailed, said, I've got a new page, go over there. And so he carried on over there. There are ways and means around, hey Chinta, ways and means around everything. But I just want to plant this seed for those of you that are really serious about building your business on social media and engaging with people, is don't leave all your eggs potentially in the one basket. So all your eggs might be on Facebook, that's fine, but start maybe incorporating somewhere, capturing email addresses. An email database is a massive asset, hey Tina, to your business. So it is something that you want to learn to do, and it's not that difficult. Those of you in my coaching community will get there. I'll do a boot camp on that, so you can start looking at that, but it's also protection if something goes wrong, okay? So something to think about. The other thing to think that really, and I still haven't done it, so my bad, just time. I guess I could get somebody to do it for me maybe. But all my Facebook Lives here, pretty much every one of them, I upload to YouTube. So I do that for a couple of reasons. To have a presence over in YouTube. I don't market YouTube, but all copies of all my Facebook Lives sit over in YouTube. It's just simple. You just download it from Facebook and upload it to YouTube. Easy peasy. But that's for more than one reason. So that's to start building over on YouTube. Not that it's a priority of mine, but at least they're there. But also, if something happened to my page, that all this training that I give 5 days a week for free doesn't get lost, because it's nowhere else other than on my page. So by downloading my Facebook Lives and uploading them to YouTube, if this page got shut down, then I don't lose all that valuable training that I've been giving here for quite a period of time, 5 days a week. So that's something that I do. But when the blackout happened, I started a coaching community in January, didn't I? I'm doing boot camps there twice a week. I've not downloaded any of those videos. So we've got the branding boot camp, the content creation boot camp, blending boot camp, Facebook profile overhaul boot camp. We're doing the networking boot camp at the moment. All that training, all that valuable training. Now, you guys in my coaching community, is that training cool or what? Like, have you learned something or two out of my bootcamp training? I would like to think yes. Let me know. Put your feedback down below. I've not downloaded any of those videos. So if I lost that group, that Facebook group, my coaching community, all that training is gone. So huge, valuable lesson to me. And as I just admitted, just reality, just too busy, haven't had time to get around to it, because you still got to find the time to download and upload. But I need to go and download all that training from those boot camps in my coaching community and upload them to a private area of YouTube. So it's not going to be publicly available, but you just make the video unlisted instead of public, and at least they're stored there if something goes wrong. So just something to remember, if you're giving great value, all I want you to get out of this video is that if you are building mainly on Facebook and you want to keep your videos like for a long term, and use them maybe in email marketing later, or uploading to a website, or things like that, then download them on Facebook. How you do that is you just open up your video, go back to your video and open it up, and there's 3 little dots on the side which says download HD, I think it says, and you just download it to your computer. So then you save it to your computer, and then that's the file that you pick up and upload to YouTube. So it's very, very simple to do. So I just want to leave that as food for thought for you guys that are doing things like a video challenge, or you're going to be giving ongoing valuable training, whether that be in a group or a public page or your personal page. You might want to download some really good ones. It doesn't mean you have to download every Facebook Live of yours when you're just sort of chatting and saying hello and giving a little bit of value. But if you do a training video, if you're doing Facebook Lives with a whole lot of jam-packed value, download them and maybe upload them to YouTube. So I just want to leave that as food for thought for you guys that are doing all these Facebook Lives. If your group got shut down, if your page got shut down, even your personal page got shut down, is there a whole lot of skill and intelligence and valuable training that is just gone? Okay, so just think about it as protection for you guys in not losing all this valuable information, because we're leading with value when we go online. We should be leading with value when we go online. So if there's something, it doesn't mean every live. There might be some lives where you're just chatting or giving out. So it doesn't really matter if it's lost or not in the scheme of things. But really valuable, training. Hey Gina, how are you? Really valuable training. Protect your, your materials, your resources, your training. Okay. I just wanted to leave that with you. Yeah, so that's really all I wanted to highlight today, is thinking about different parts of collecting data from people, like emails, and looking at something like email marketing. It's not difficult to do, but yes, you need an autoresponder, and the biggest part is learning how to capture an email address, because you sort of have to create something for somebody to opt into. So it's a whole another skill level that I'll go into later with my coaching community. But the very so you may not be ready for that right now, but what you can do right now with valuable training that you're giving on Facebook Lives is download them and upload them to YouTube. If you just want to store them for your own use and you don't want them to be public available, like, why not make them public on YouTube? You can't create a custom channel on YouTube until you get over 100 subscribers, but the purpose that you can still create a channel, it's just a whole lot of numbers instead of a name until you get 100 subscribers. But what I'm trying to get across here is just protecting your resources, and not necessarily for building over on YouTube just yet. But when you upload a video, you get 3 choices: private, unlisted, or public. So you can certainly, download them all as public, and that's all mine are. They're not reformatted to YouTube or anything like that. They're literally just a copy of my Facebook Live. And accidentally, I've got over 120 subscribers over there, although I'm not on the YouTube platform. I'm only using it to store information. So I've only got those subscribers because they've seen my material and subscribed. So it's cool. I could grow that when I choose to grow that. But you can mark, so public is good. If you mark them unlisted, then they're just for your view only. But if you share it with people, they can, you put it in. So like, if I downloaded all my videos from my coaching group, I would upload them as unlisted, because I don't want the public to see them. You have to get in my coaching group if you want all that valuable training. So I'd mark them unlisted. So it still means everybody in the group, if I took all the Facebook Lives down and replaced them all with YouTube videos, everybody in that group could open them, and see them. And then there's private, which is, so unlisted is sort of like it locked down and only to who you provide it to. And private is another security layer. Again, it's completely private, and you actually have to, send a specific link to somebody to open up, that video. So you don't have to do private. You can just do unlisted, and it won't be available to the public. So food for thought for you guys. If you're giving valuable training out there in Facebook land, protect your resources, and start thinking about, I don't want you to start thinking about other platforms and be scared of what's happening in Facebook. Facebook's not going anywhere. So yes, there may be a blackout here, there, or whatever, or glitches, things go wrong. But just if it's not another platform, maybe it's email marketing. So just something to start thinking about in the social media world. I do all of it. I have a website. I collect emails. I do Facebook advertising. Like, I've got all parts of the funnel going on because it's all very important. Okay, I'm trying to build a very big presence on Facebook before I venture out into other platforms, because that's just the way I'm choosing to do it. But if you're really good at, 2 platforms or 3 platforms, go for it. I'm not saying don't. Just don't spread you too thin that once again, you're, a jack of all trades and a master of none. Make sense, guys? Chinta, you have lots of subscribers because everyone loves you. I don't know about that, Chinta, but it's a very useful resource to have to alert people that follow me that are also on an email address of mine. Hey guys, don't panic. Facebook actually is down. It's not you if you can't do a live video. It's not necessarily you. There is a massive issue with Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp to that. And that kind of information hitting your email for somebody that's following me is like, oh, thankfully, it's not me. Like, a lot of people were panicking. So it gave me the ability to communicate with my audience in a way when my main communication tool was not available to me at that point in time. Okay? So just, Sandrine, think about a backup platform, and email is one of those things. If you've never really thought about email marketing before or the value of email marketing, that's it. Things go wrong in other platforms where people, maybe follow you, then email is your asset that you can build on. You can keep building value. There are people on my email list that do not come here and watch my lives, but I repurpose my Facebook lives and send them out in an email. So they may not see my value here, but if they're on my email database, they might see it over there. So I'm still giving value to people there as well as here. Make sense, guys? Hey, IRA, how are you? So I hope you found that thought-provoking. That was all it was meant to be. And to leave you with those 2 thoughts, download your videos if you've got good value that you're bringing, to people to protect them, or even in groups, any specific training you're doing in groups as well, which is something that I need to go and do. All those boot camps, I need to download them and get them up onto YouTube and protect all those hours and hours of training that I've given out. And also have a think about email marketing. Don't rush into anything until you know what you're doing, because it does take a bit of software and a bit of, new skill level to be able to do email marketing. Tammy, hopefully they don't ring up again the emergency number. What have I missed there, Tammy? Sean, provoked my thoughts indeed, in a good way, of course. And that's just the intention. Oh, when Facebook is down. Yeah, I get it, Tammy. When something goes wrong and everyone's ringing a hotline or something. What's going on? So for me to be able to send an email like within, 10 minutes of me finding out is very, very helpful to my people. And that's hence I got the responses, oh, thank you, I didn't know what was going on. I thought it was me. I thought it was in Facebook jail. So something like that can be really, really valuable to your business, and you're being really, really helpful to your followers. Okay. Julie, I need to learn about email marketing. Can't wait for the bootcamp. Yeah. So hold that thought, Julie, that will be coming. Okay. So I hope that was valuable to you today and thought-provoking. Amazing when social media goes down for one day and everyone loses it. And that was another lesson, in what Sean has said. It made me think a couple of ways. I can't go live today was my immediate thought. Those of you in the video challenge, I know you thought the same way. We have that immediate reaction. So what feeds off from that is our reliance on social media, and that's almost sad in some ways, but social media is a beautiful tool to allow us to connect and build businesses and build communities and make friends and connect with like-minded people, which is what we do here. And it's absolutely amazing. But I think we need to bring in perspective sometimes our reliance on it and make sure that we're not, we don't lose all our, what we're creating because of that. But also just to state, people were actually ringing through emergency services here. Oh my gosh, that's so sad. thanks for sharing that, Sandrine, is that sometimes we have to take a step back. And like my live, it's like, how can I not go live? Like I go live every day, 5 days a week. How can I not go live? That was my initial reaction. And then I put it in perspective and it's like, it's not the end of the day. Like it's really not the end of the world if you don't go live. It's just, it's not in the scheme of things. It's not that important, is it? Because it'll fix itself and we'll get on back on track. And even if you lost some material, if people follow you for being you, then, you know, they'd follow you with a new page. Like there's always ways and means around anything. So it was interesting to take into perspective our addiction to social media. So, and at the end of the day, what's more important? So that was very thought-provoking for me as well. And it's like, well, if you can't go live, it's really not the end of the world. Yeah, it's inconvenient, as Rob said, very inconvenient, but it shouldn't be a be all and end all, and it's not. Like it's opportunity. It's opportunity written everywhere for business, for communication, for relationships, and all the rest of it. And it's wonderful and it's beautiful, but I don't think we should lose our, you know, just because it's not working for a few hours or 24 hours, which is what people did. And it's like, man, that's pretty sad. So I think we need to bring that into perspective as well. So have protection if it's your only form of where you build your business, but also it's not the end of the world, you know, if it doesn't work. Queensland Police had to put up a post asking people to stop. Are you serious? That's crazy. Claudia, it was a nice break. Yeah, and those even like massive laugh out loud. I was sad I wasn't going to see you live and look forward to seeing you every day. Oh, that's so sweet, Julie. And it feels, because you connect it, for me, it's a connection with my community going live. And I couldn't go live, and it's like, oh, well, I can't connect with my people today. So I get what you're saying, Julie. But there was a huge, I can't even remember who it was. It was a huge influencer who lives on social media. And he put up, I don't know whether it was via email or what it was, but he was basically saying, guys, get a life, go and have a walk in nature and grab a coffee while Facebook sorts out its stuff. It's not the end of the world if we lose Facebook or social media for a number of hours or even 24 hours. Like, go and get a life. And this was from somebody that lives on social media, and I thought that's actually a great message. We can't get all wrapped up and stewed up and upset and ringing police. My gosh, that Facebook's down for a period of time. Love this community. Oh, thank you, Anna. Lovely to see you on, Anna. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Leaving you with thought-provoking email, downloading videos to YouTube. You know, I want to help you protect your businesses when things like that. And that's why I did mention last week I wanted to address it. So here we are. So I hope that's helpful to you guys. You know, just think about the future of your business, you know, on social media with those kind of things. Everyone is so reliant on technology, Chinta. Yeah, they sure are, Chinta. Which is, and as I said, it's a beautiful thing, but we have to put it in perspective. When things go wrong, it's actually not the end of the world. And there will be a solution, you know, somewhere along the line. So we've got to stop panicking and calling police when Facebook. I can't believe that. That's amazing. I miss a lot of that stuff, Sandrine, because I don't listen to the news anymore. For a couple of reasons. I choose to use my time very wisely, and I do a lot of different. Obviously, I'm busy, but our youngest son absorbs everything off the news, radio, news, and whatever, and he has nightmares because of it. So we made a decision, you know, quite a while ago, just to not watch the news anymore or listen, because there's not a lot of positive stuff when we listen to the news, is there? It's usually, you know, someone shot somebody, or there's a robbery or a home invasion or accident, or, you know, the news is mainly airing bad stuff, and our son just absorbs all of that and then has nightmares. So there's a couple of reasons why I don't tune in, but I miss things like that. Even though I'm on social media all the time, I don't particularly tune into, you know, those kind of things. Anyway, I don't watch the news or buy newspapers, yeah. And I do feel bad sometimes, because people are like, are you living under a rock? Haven't you heard about such and such? And it's like, no, I don't listen to the radio anymore. I'm always listening to something some videos or training I'm trying to catch up on or something like that. And we don't watch the news at night because it's not good for our son. So, sorry, I live under a rock. We don't watch the news either, yeah. So thanks, guys. We've got to go. And oh my gosh, it's got that time again. I thought this was going to be a short live. So I will see those of you for day 3 of the networking bootcamp in my coaching community in a moment. No time at all. So I'll see you guys over there. For those of you that are not there, I will see you same bat time, same bat channel tomorrow. So I'll catch you then. Bye, guys.